Makers had chopped my scenes off. And it was very heartbreaking. And this was the first time that I was watching a film with my entire family.
This was my first big OTT show, and I've never done a OTT show, and I've seen them individually in my life.
Saurabh and I have done a lot of things together, but Neha has acted in just one of my films. His other films are Saurabh's films.
There's always a silent competition between peer actors, but it doesn't have to be something that's negative. It also can be healthy.
I have worked as a casting assistant. I have really worked with bosses who are absolute go-getters, they don't take no for answers.
Soni ma'am, Rajat sir, Anna and Ayush, welcome on Bollywood Hungama.
Oh.
Hello.
Thank you, Faridun.
All right, so Soni ma'am, how's the experience of being part of a series around Bollywood, especially when Bollywood is in such thick of things?
It's a crazy, crazy roller coaster ride, like Bollywood is, and it's, I think, a great representation of our industry in so many different ways. But at the same time, I have to say, obviously, it's fiction, so there is a little bit of a, I suppose, an extra zing to it, probably, because at the end of the day, our industry is a lot of hard work. Sometimes it's not always, it's tiring, it's exhausting, it's all those things. But when you go into the sort of the background, and you see what's happening in an agency with 4 very, very dynamic talent managers who are dealing with stars who are all really, really very, very talented themselves, and have their own issues, and then you have the issues that the people in the agency themselves are facing. They're on the verge of a closure. They're in a crisis. And then there are all kinds of other things which are going on. So basically, it is, I think, something akin to a roller coaster ride. And the rest is, I think you just have to watch the show to find out.
I've seen the show. All right, so Rajat sir, when it comes to Bollywood, so what is the difference between talent managers and casting agents?
Oh my God, why are you asking me this, man? I already did the role. Come on, it's just another audition. I don't want to go through this.
It's a 10-mark question.
I know. It does sound like that. I don't know. I suppose casting agents would be... Ayush, help yaar. Don't laugh. I don't know. What's the difference, guys?
So
everyone, come on.
I feel casting agents are the people who are involved in the casting of the process. Talent management people are the people who are pitching their talent. Supposingly, if 4 of us are their talent, they'll pitch us to Faridun sir, who's supposedly a casting agent, and be like, please, ये 4 देख लो, बहुत अच्छे, कमाल है, आपको मिलेंगे ही नहीं इनसे अच्छे, इनसे अच्छा दिखने वाला acting वाला कोई मिलेगा ही नहीं. So I feel they fit the part. The script is superb, and I feel this one will fit perfectly for it. Or sometimes they'll sell the wrong one so that the right one can fit in. So it's the talent management agency people are, they know how to sell their talent. So I think that's the primary difference between casting agents and talent managers. I think I've won the 20-mark questions. And
very good. I just wanted to test you. Right answer. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, so Anna, who has been your talent manager, because you're having these 10 shows working on simultaneously, so I'm sure that you must be having a damn good talent manager.
I actually have I was with a talent manager for a very long time, my manager, and then I moved to an agency, and now I'm back to my manager. So I think I've moved a lot of people while I've been I've been experimenting. So at the moment, I don't have an agency, or I don't have anybody managing me. I'm managing myself. But I get by a little bit of help with my friends.
So do you have real life references while you were portraying this role?
Yeah, I did. So I think because Amal is such a she's such a ferocious, just feisty, and somebody who's really smart, and somebody who's like a go-getter. And I think in the Hindi film industry, if you work long, I've worked behind the scenes quite a bit. So I have met people like Amal who are, massive go-getters, who don't take no for an answer, who will give it their all and really go the extra mile to, prove a point, or like, make sure that their people are getting cast. Or so I have worked as a casting assistant. I have really like worked with bosses who are absolute go-getters, like they don't take no for answers. So I think I took a lot from my bosses, and I'm very happy that I had real life references to go back to, because I was like, hey, I know this person. Hey, I know who would say things like this. So I don't think it was like new to me. I wasn't like shocked at all.
All right. So, Soni ma'am, with regards to Lilith Dubey and Ila Arun, the entire battle that they're having in the show, with your experience, have you seen such sort of battles in real life? If you can,
I haven't.
share some insight.
I haven't because I have friends who are, my age, who are in the business, and I think there's always been a code of ethics between us. We are always very, very, we never ask the other person what their price is. We never ask them which when somebody says, oh, I've been offered a really great role, we will never say who offered it to you, what is the whatever. So there is a certain code of conduct that we employ, and we're actually really good friends. So I have never really had this issue. But I can understand. But, when we were younger, I think it was worse, because that time I think you're trying to, claw your way into a space somehow. And the competition is fierce. And that time it seems to matter a lot more who gets what role and whether, you're working or not working. It's much more, you're much more insecure when you're younger and you're trying to make a mark for yourself. So, yeah, I mean, there's always a silent like competition between peer actors, but it doesn't have to be something that's negative. It also can be healthy, and I don't think I just think it's just the way things are. But yeah, Lilith Dubey and Ila Arun is something which is hilarious. It takes it to another level actually, and twists it around. But it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah.
No, it also went into the Hindi plays and English plays element, so which is another dimension
Hindi
also.
theater and English theater, which is such a sensitive
Yeah.
Raja sir, now you've had a very unique journey, and some would say that the way it happens in the industry, many times there are groups and people like to work with people they're comfortable with, and so even you've had like this group of Saurabh Shukla and Vinay Pathak and Neha Dhupia, and so and more or less you guys were working with each other. So can we say that in a way you guys became your own talent managers of each other?
Well, yeah, you can say that. But, I think there's a slight misconception there. Saurabh and I have done a lot of things together, but Neha has acted in just one of my films. His other films were Saurabh's films, and I was also part of those films. So the idea, and Vinay has not done so many films with me. Ranveer has. Ranveer has been there in 5 of my films. Yeah. But yeah, the other truth is that we do a lot of theater together. Vinay, Ranveer, and I. And I think for me, it's a great way of spending time with your friends, If you can work together. I've worked with the same cameraman for the last 25 years, the same sound recordist, the same editor. And I think there is some value in that of spending projects and years together with somebody. You kind of share a certain aesthetics, a certain code. And I think that shows in the work that you do. It's more like that and more friendship rather than being each other's talent managers, if you know what I mean.
Obviously, the show is meant to be funny and maybe slightly an exaggerated version of the way things function in the industry. But the microscopic manner in which Bollywood is being observed right now, especially, everything that any show is saying, तो वो एक कोई खड़ा होता है, वो कहता है कि हमें तो पता था कि यही सब हो रहा है इंडस्ट्री के अंदर, in terms of how the relationships function and how the roles are chopped off and how the discrimination takes place and all those sort of things. So, as an artist, does it bother you? Do you think from that perspective, or do you think that you can't do anything in that?
Of course, it does bother you, Faridun. And, somebody like me who's really not done too many films. I've done literally 3 films in my life. I have done a lot of shows, but definitely like lesser films. And I don't know how, film industry is a very different animal altogether, I feel. Because I don't really work so much in it and I don't understand it. But it's weird because I remember when I went for this one film of mine and I went for the screening and we were very excited, and as a family all of us were like, oh, let's go watch it. And then we were watching it and then suddenly my mother was like, where are you? And I'm like, are you iske baat? And then my mother, like, after 5 minutes again, she's like, and I'm like, wait, my scene is coming. And then I realized that the makers had chopped my scenes off. And it was very heartbreaking. And this was the first time that I was watching a film with my entire family. And we were very excited to watch my role. And then I realized that my scenes were not even there. Like, they had promised me a couple of scenes and they literally chopped it down to, I think, 2. And it
I have a
really
suggestion to make.
broke my heart.
I have a suggestion to make, Ahana. Let's watch Call My Agent first before we ask our friends to watch it, right?
Yeah, please.
Because who knows,
What
man?
about Chopra scene, Tom? But hey, one minute, this is OTT, don't Chopra scene. But having said that, it was really like shattering for me, and I was like, oh, ye jo matlab suna hai, wo actually hota hai, where they cut your scenes and you're not told and you don't even know. So this was the first hand experience I had, and I was like, oh my god, like ye aisa ho sakta hai. So this is the first time when I experienced it. But then I think that teaches you that don't attach yourself too much with your work, and that's when I completely learned how to detach myself. I know, like, Ayush sometimes gets very irritated because I'm always like, haan, theek hai, like he's really been, and I have to say, because it's his debut, he's been very excited about the show. But every time, like, he talks to me and I'm just like, yeah, it's a show, like, let's treat it like any other work. But I don't think, like, a lot of people understand where you come from, because you get so detached with your work, and I've learned how to detach myself so easily from things. I've learned how to move on, because when you sometimes expect too much out of a certain project and it doesn't fall into your realm of expectations, it really does shatter you, because you really work hard towards a character or like anything. So I don't think you can attach yourself, because honestly, I don't feel like these are our mediums. Theater is my medium. There, my director cannot cut my scene or cut my role, because there I'll be like, hey, I'm on stage, I'll do whatever I want. But in a film or an OTT platform, you really, that's not your medium. It's your director's medium. It's your maker's medium. You've just come and done your job, and like you need to learn how to like cut away from there. So yeah, I learn.
In this context, that say, when we see the show, for example, call My Agent for Bollywood, for example. So there are a lot of things happening in terms of relationships, for example, Tinu Anand's character, or like say whatever is going on between how certain stars, they are maybe behaving on a say a prayer meeting, for example. And then certain things are taken out of context, and these shows are created on news channels. देखो Bollywood के लोग तो ऐसे ही होते हैं, हमें तो पहले से पता था. So I'm saying from that perspective, which is a bit strange, but it's happening rather regularly right now.
Yeah, why? I mean, I have no idea why. Though I mean, I really don't get it at all. And I think people are maybe they don't have enough to entertain themselves with, so they're trying to find things to entertain themselves with, or they're trying to use certain things as a distraction for other things. I really don't know. And honestly, I don't want to waste time thinking about it anymore, because I'm here to do my job as an actor and I want to just focus on that. I've realized there's no point in getting into bigger pictures and angsting about things. Do your job, and that's all you can do. We can't do more than that. Each of us, any of us. So I realized that that's the way to be. It's just do your job and leave it at that.
All right. Okay, Ayush, how's your experience? Your debut over here, and you're being pitted against these giants in a way. Anna as well. I think she's having a very substantial OTT experience.
All of them.
Oh, please, Rajat.
I've forgotten Rajat. At the worst time. They were so sweet. I can't even tell you. This was my first big OTT show, and I've never done a OTT show, and I've seen them individually in my life, like growing up. I have watched all of them, and I've watched them, but not Hana, okay, not Hana, okay.
Wow, you really
Uh,
sound old.
but I've seen them. I've seen Shad Sir's films, and it was just a very beautiful experience, to land up on a set. So on the first day, I was really nervous. So I remember learning lines for everyone. I did not only learn my lines, but I learned lines for everyone because I did not want to screw up in front of Rajat sir because I really, really, really have high. Like I thought he'll judge you instantly. I thought that about you. I swear. And the way Rajat sir would meet you only every day. We would all do lines, and it was just a very smooth process, and it was very welcoming from them.
Faridun, can I just say, we had a ball shooting for this one. We had an absolute ball. It was a party. At least these four people who were present got along with each other famously. And there are many more actors on the set. And the crew and Shad, we really got along well. So it was, shooting for this was a lot of fun and non-stop fun. It was really, and then Farah Khan would come and then she would crack some mad jokes. And
she gave us biryani. Really... She called us for biryani in her van, and we all just went.
And I love her. I love her bit in the trailer.
Yes.
मुझे लगा कि 100 2 साल पहले ही मर चुके थे. So funny.
And we would all have lunches together. So it was just a very good experience. I can't.
All about food actually. We just shot. Shooting was incidental. Most of the thing was all about food.
Yeah. I think by the end of it,
foodie set, this was legit foodie set. Like the three of us were sharing a vanity, Ayush, Sony, and me. And Ayush was in the middle and Sony were on the other sides. And I still remember Ayush's vanity used to be okay, let's all put our food there. And Ayush bechara apna dabba lekar aata tha, but then we all used to plonk and we used to put all the food in his vanity and Rajat would come from his vanity and then everybody would join. So, the ADs used to be like, ye log khana khatam kare, hum log scenes shuru karenge,
So it was a party. Genuinely, it was my first experience. Would have been like this. I wouldn't have imagined it. So it was genuinely a very
it doesn't happen all the time that everybody gets along with everybody else.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now season 2, let's not jinx it. And imagine season 2, we're all fighting. Like, you go, I don't want to talk to you.
I have to come calorie deficit so that I can eat again on the set.
One would imagine with so many cameos, one would imagine oh my God, the shoot of this might be really difficult because, they're all stars, they're all coming and they're shooting and they may or may not talk to you. So there would be a time I think a lot of us must have imagined that maybe this person may not want to talk. So, I'll maintain my distance, but there was nothing like that. It was literally everybody from the word go, it was acha, aaj khane mein kya hai? Everybody coincidentally was a foodie on set or was really friendly or just wanted to hang and just wanted to after the shoot wanted to chill. And I was like, kya ho kya raha hai?
Exactly. The cameos were, I remember when I had to shoot my first scene with Dia Mirza, I was pretty nervous about it. And I was like, oh my God, is it should I talk to her before shoot so that at least, and she came and she started talking and it was just so sweet. And, all the cast, all the cameos were so sweet. They would sit with us in the actor holding area and talk to us for hours till it would get set. We all would come out, we all would sit, we all would go inside. It was just a chill session. It was generally a chill session. I don't know.
We would all go in, you'd all come out, you know how it is. Then we would go back in and then we eat some more, etc. You get the picture.
No, absolutely. So Rajat sir, now you apart from being a very fine actor, you're a very, very fine filmmaker as well. Now, we are in a very, very interesting phase right now with especially because of pandemic, the theaters have been closed for quite some time and people have been consuming content on OTT platforms. Now, say something like a Squid Game comes along and it's a Korean content, for example, you're watching it with subtitles and it becomes massive. Not only, I think all across the world, in India, it's huge as well. Does that make you excited that there can be content made in India, for example, like say in Hindi, for example, with English subtitles, maybe, and it can go across and rule the world?
As an idea, yes. In practice, I'm not sure when. As an idea, it is very possible. It should happen. It could happen. But I don't see it happening very soon because I think we are still scared to push ourselves. It has to be something original. If something like this has to happen, what you're suggesting, it has to be a unique voice. It has to be something new. And I think we in this industry are scared of new things. So when we get over that fear, and when our filmmakers and film producers and the studios venture actually into areas where people have not traveled before, then we'll come up with something which might shake the world. 5 years, 10 years, whatever it takes.
Right. So, you like to add something to it, that unique content coming out of India, as Rajat sir is saying, that maybe we are not willing to experiment, we are not willing to take chances. There's no dearth of talent.
He might know more about it than I do because he's more, he is in that side of things where he's actually making content. I do, however, see quite a lot of interesting things happening in India today. I mean, for example, just a Jamtara or something like that, which is something so different and so unique. That is unique. The only problem I feel with our country is that when something goes right, then we want to make 10 things like it. And I think that's where we go wrong. That is a sort of laziness we have. We need to get out of that, and we need to. It's not like, okay, this has been made, so don't make another one. No, yeah, but it's. As Rajat said, you've got to be, if you're going to want to, you make a show like Squid Game, for example. It's way out of anybody's conceptualization of what you should make for people to see in terms of content, and so therefore you've got to have that kind of adventuristic spirit in order to be able to, and also the platforms themselves have to have that element of risk.
Exactly.
That ability to see. So I think that is a process of evolution, and it will come for sure, because we've come already so far, considering where we were, like, say, 3-4 years back. I think in terms of just writing and in terms of what we're making, things are evolving, but I think it's a process and it'll happen. That's what I feel. But I don't know, as he says, I don't know when.
Right. And Ahana, you've done so many shows. Have you ever received feedback from, say, other nationalities about any of your shows, and that has maybe told you something about the sort of reach that OTT has, maybe?
So I was recently in London, and I remember meeting a lot of people, across nationalities, and and a lot of them have watched Call My Agent, the French one, and they asked me, a lot of times, like, what are you doing? And okay, you're an actor. What are you acting in? And I remember telling them that I'm playing Andrea's part in the Indian version of Call My Agent, and everybody knew the show, and they were very excited that that the show is being made in India. And they were like, oh yeah, you guys have Bollywood, and it's exciting. I'm sure it'll be very exciting and fun and colorful for you guys, and rightly so. So I think I'm excited to see what an audience's reaction to this is going to be. But also, having said that, I heard so many people tell me that they had watched Betal, because I think Betal was a very interesting show that came out, although it didn't do as well as we all expected it to. But I still think it was something that they attempted. It was something which was a fresh show. We tried to do a genre in India that doesn't get experimented with. People are not ready to experiment with makeup. People are not ready to experiment with a genre which is horror, zombie. People don't get it. So I think I'm quite proud of being part of a lot of shows, thankfully originals, not only remakes, which have a voice, and they're trying to do something different. And as Rajat rightly said, or Sony rightly said, that we're going to take really long to make originals, because it's so easy in India to recycle, rebuild. अच्छा ये story है, इसको I mean वही है कि मतलब आप एक चीज को इतना घिस देते हैं क्योंकि वो एक चीज चल गई है मार्केट में. अभी एक हॉरर कॉमेडी फिल्म चल गई तो स्त्री चल गई तो मतलब हर फिल्म. I remember getting a call for so many horror comedy films, and they were like, हम एक horror comedy film बना रहे हैं, हम एक horror comedy film बना रहे हैं. I used to be like, oh God, stop calling me for that. And then another thing जो हम लोग के वहाँ घिसाया जा रहा है is biopics. I mean, come on, get over it, यार. I mean, don't you have anything else to do? Let those people be. And biopics, matlab घिसा के इतना घिसा देंगे that after a point, I'll just be like, please, भगवान के लिए मुझे और biopics नहीं देखनी है. And I mean, for heaven's sake, that poor Neeraj Chopra just won a medal, and he won a gold, and the only thing people are talking about is who will play Neeraj Chopra? Who will play Neeraj Chopra? I'm like,
I started watching Akshay Kumar's photos throwing.
I was like, isn't it
wow.
Neeraj Chopra? But it was really weird because I was like, can you guys just let them be? Like, let him be a hero. He's such a hero right now for the nation. Let him be. Let him bask in this glory, So I just feel like India is a little far there, but yeah, they are really scared. They need to really push themselves, and Indian stories need to come out. Otherwise, we'll never be able to tell people our stories, and we'll only be telling other people's stories, after Indianizing it, which is rather simple.
That's very well said. So I think we're running out of time, but thank you very much, Soniji, Raja sir, Anna, and Ayush. Congratulations for a wonderful show. I'm sure that it's going to do very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Faridun. Thank you. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Bye.